Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I hope you're all well. Today is a little bit of a different video to the usual vlog that me and Sam do. It's just me today. I thought I'd do a bit of a sit down video of what's in my backpack. So let's begin. I've got two backpacks. One is my big rucksack which I have on my back, and then my second rucksack is a little backpack that I keep on my front. So I'll show you my big backpack. It's a low alpine one, I think I've said that correct, but I think it's 60 litres. It's just this one here. It's really big and you'll be so surprised at everything that I've got and everything that fits in it. It doesn't look too big, it doesn't look too spacious, but actually it's got so many compartments, so many pockets, yeah, everything fits in perfect. Okay, so we'll start off with clothes. Firstly, I wanted to show you what I pack with. So I bought all these packing cubes in all different sizes. I've got these ones, I've got I think 3 or 2 from Mountain Warehouse, which is like these, and then I've got 3 others from, I think they're from Amazon, but I'll link everything down below for you to go and shop should you want to buy anything. So yeah, first of all I thought I'd start with underwear, because I did not know how many pairs of underwear or pairs of pants to pack before we set out. So I went for it and packed, I think I have 10 pairs of pants and a couple of bras. Yeah, so I won't show you them because obviously you don't need to see them, but I thought I would show you these. So these socks, I've got a mixture of socks. I've got trainer liners and bigger socks, and then I've got these as well. So these ones are, I think they're called like 1,000-mile socks, and basically you've probably heard of them before, but you can wear them, and if you're on like a trek or you're doing a long walk or anything like that, if you put these on you won't get any blisters, and I can vouch for them, like they're so good. I've only got 2 pairs of shoes. So the first pair are these, which are from Clark's, and they're actually super handy because, well, they're so comfy first of all, but secondly I wear them as sandals, but I also wear socks with them. So I put like black trainer liners on with them in the daytime, or if it's, you know, a little bit colder, and it's so good because they kind of act like trainers. So instead of having, you know, sandals, my other pair of shoes and then trainers as well, it's so handy just having these. So these kind of act as like sandals and trainers. So my second pair of shoes, and my only other pair of shoes, is these, which I didn't have when we first started out. I actually bought these, I think, in Thailand, but again, these are super comfy, and yeah, I just wear them every day. I've got another packing cube which has got all my swimwear in it. So I only took with me one bikini set and then 2 swimming costumes. Now I definitely recommend, so these are from Primark, these 2 swimming costumes. I've got like a bluey greeny one and then a white one. The one piece of advice I'd give to anybody travelling is do not take anything in your bags that you would mind getting lost, and obviously that is a bit ridiculous because I have a camera that obviously I'd care about if I lost it, but any like clothing or anything like that. So as long as you're comfortable, that's the other piece of advice I'd give. So that's my packing cube full of my swimwear, and then I've got another packing cube which has got all my, so this is my second packing cube. So yeah, this is my like bottoms, like trouser packing cube, which some of my clothes are actually at the laundrette. We've just dropped a load of clothes off at the laundrette. I think there's only 3 things of mine in there. One of them is waterproof trousers, which I have to mention because they are a must. Waterproof trousers. Yeah, you must have waterproof trousers. We're travelling in like monsoon season. It's been really rainy for a lot of the time. In Indonesia so far, we're in Bali, and it's been, usually in the daytime up until about 12, 1 o'clock it's dry and really nice, so we try and like get out, do like activities in that time. But then in the afternoon it just seems to, there's like a storm and it just seems to be a massive downpour. So yeah, you kind of need to be equipped for all weathers. So yeah, here we go. So I've got a pair of leggings which are from Fabletics, which they're a brand that I'd really recommend, because although they're like a sports brand, their leggings are super comfy. Well, I say leggings, I've got one pair of joggers, they're just plain black joggers from there, and then I've also got a pair of leggings. Now the leggings, because it's so hot, I haven't worn the leggings so much, so I wear the joggers mainly, and they are lightweight joggers, they're not like thick joggers or anything, but yeah, they've come in they've come really handy, especially if you're on a moped. We've hired mopeds a lot and driven on mopeds a lot, and when it is raining, the rain really hammers down on your legs, it can really hurt, so something to cover your legs is really good. So yeah, there's them. And then I know I have got a pair of baggy trousers in the wash, which I'll put on the screen. So I've got like a couple of pairs of baggy trousers, and these ones, I know it's not very good, but I bought these ones in, I think I was in Bangkok. So as soon as we arrived in Thailand, we went to Bangkok and I bought these. So these are like, I don't even know how to describe them. They're like elephant pants basically. But yeah, they kind of like wrap around, and it's hard to show you. I'll put a picture on of what they look like on now. But yeah, they're so comfy, and like I say, they're really lightweight. So if it is, you know, if you're going to a temple or something, they're really good for that. So yeah, I've got a couple of pairs of them. I've got ones that are a bit tighter, like a bit more skinny fit to my legs, which again is good on the moped so they don't catch anywhere. So yeah, I've got a couple of pairs of them, and then I've got a couple of pairs of shorts. So these, again, I actually bought from whilst we've been away. I think I bought these in Cambodia or maybe Laos. Cambodia, I think, from like a little shop, which are really nice, and these are super comfy. Definitely recommend, again, word of advice, just go for comfort over anything, because there's nothing worse than having like a pair of denim shorts that are just really uncomfortable. Personally anyway, I prefer to go for something like this. They're actually elastic at the back as well, so yeah, again, super comfy. So yeah, that's them. And then I just wear them with, like, I've got a couple of crop tops, one I've got on, and then I'll show you my tops in a minute, but yeah. So that's them. Then I've got another pair of shorts. These are from Primark. I like these because they're like I think they're called a skirt, because it looks like a skirt, but then it is actually shorts at the back. And I absolutely love these. And then last pair of shorts, which are these. These are from Mountain Warehouse, I think. Yeah, Mountain Warehouse. And they're shorts, but they're really high-waisted shorts, which are really good for me, because I get a bit self-conscious. So yeah, high-waisted shorts for the win. So yeah, it's good to have different styles and stuff, so that you can just mix and match. But all my tops and all my shorts kind of go together anyway, so yeah, like I say, it's just easy. Okay, next up I have another packing cube, which is a bigger one, and this has got all my tops in it. So these all like squish down as well, so they're like fit all perfectly in my backpack. This one again is from Mountain Warehouse. The first thing I've got in here is my coat, my waterproof jacket. Now this again has been a lifesaver. This is from Go Outdoors, I think. It's just a Peter Storm one. But yeah, it's got loads and loads of pockets, and again, because we're travelling in rainy season, it's been an essential for me. So yeah, that's that one. And then I've got a shirt which is really handy, because again, if you're going to a temple or anything and it's really hot, you still have to cover your arms, your shoulders and your knees. So to have a little cover up like this is really good. Yeah, so I just wear that on top of anything. If it's raining or anything, it just covers my arms as well, so that's really handy to have. And then I've got just a normal like plain top. This is actually from Mountain Warehouse, and it's meant to be, it says it's like an ISO cool one, and it's like quick drying and breathable, but like for some reason it just makes me really hot, and it makes me really sweaty. So I don't know if I'll be keeping this. I don't really wear it much anymore, but it is good. I need to buy myself a new just t-shirt because I don't have many. Okay, and then next we have again, this is from Go Outdoors. It's just a long sleeve, like half zip kind of thing. Again, really, really good for in case it's a little bit cooler. Okay, next, I just have two other, they're like crop tops, which I just pair with the shorts that I've shown you. But yeah, this is from Fabletics again. I think it's actually meant to be like a bralette thing, like a sports bra, but I just wear it as like a crop top. But it's really, really breathable again from Fabletics. It's really good. I'd really recommend that. But a couple of crop tops, a couple of pairs of shorts, yeah, you're fine. You'll be sorted with that. And then we've got one more little top, which again I like because it's like, it's not dressy, but it's a little bit more, you know, I'll show you. It's only from Primark, but it's a little bit more, you can wear it if you're like going out for a meal in the evening or whatever. And then the last top that I've got is actually, it was crocheted by Sam's cousin, and it's so nice. But I put off wearing it. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I put off wearing it in case like I get it, I don't know, if it can't wash or anything like that. So I've only worn this a couple of times. I'll show you. But it's so nice. It's like a little crochet top, crop top with little daisies on it. And then at the back, it's all like, what do you call it? It's like crisscross at the back. It's so lovely, and I love it. But like I say, I've only worn it a couple of times purely for that reason. I'm one of them people who just buy, like, get something new and just won't wear it in case. So that's all my tops, and then now we'll go on to dresses. Okay, so my dresses are in a whole different packing cube again, but yeah, this one, I prefer these packing cubes, these blue ones, which I think I got from Amazon, and I'll link it again below, but I definitely prefer these to the Mountain Warehouse ones. There's a couple of reasons. I think they're just better quality, they're not as thin, but also, I don't know if you can see, but you can strap your things in, and it's just, yeah, it's just so much more handy. I've got one play suit that's in the wash, which I will show you, which is also really handy. I feel like if you're on a moped as well, play suits are really good because obviously it's not a skirt, so it's not going to fly up. So that's really, really good. But I do have some dresses. So this one, I think this is from like In The Style. It's someone's collection from In The Style, but it's just a red dress. I've worn this quite a lot actually because it's super lightweight, and it's really, really nice. This dress, which again I save if I'm going, I don't wear it every day, but I'll save it if I'm going out for dinner or whatever. It's not, I think this one's from H&M, but yeah, I love this one again. And then I've got like a longer dress, which I've worn a few times. This one's from Primark, but it's really, really long. It's a really long one. So my final dress is one that I also bought in Cambodia, and I wore this for my birthday actually, but it's so good as well because it's really long, and again it's got sleeves, so you can just it's got a belt as well. I don't know where the belt is, but it's got sleeves, so again when you go to a temple it covers your shoulders and it also covers your knees, and it's really lightweight, so it's really, really good. But it did rip. It ripped like I think 2 days after I got it, it's ripped. So I do need to get that repaired, but otherwise that's a really nice dress. So I've got that one, which I take with me, and I wear that all the time to be fair. And then that's that for dresses. Yeah, so there's a couple of other bits. So I've got my sun hat, which I wear. And then I've got this, which is my bum bag, I think they're called. But it's a really flat one, so you can just pop it against your chest and you can put it underneath your clothes. And then even if you just put, if we go to a night market or anything like that, or out where I don't need to take my camera or anything big, or I don't want to take my rucksack out with me, I'll just take this and I'll just put my phone in it, and it still lays really flat against my chest, not my chest, my stomach. And then yeah, put my phone in it and just take, rather than taking a whole purse out, I'll just take some money and just slide some money in there or a card, and that's perfect. And no one can see it under your, it's really safe in there, so that's really good. I'd definitely recommend getting one of them. I think this one's from Go Outdoors, again I'll link it down below. And then we've got a sarong, which is from Primark again. It's amazing, this, honestly, right, it's so big. I absolutely love this, I absolutely love the pattern of it. But also, again, this is for temples. If anything else is in the wash, if my white shirt's in the wash, I'll just take this with me. But these are really, really handy, so definitely take one of these if you're going to anywhere that you might have to cover up. This is so good. Okay, moving on. So I've got 2 towels that I've packed with me, which have been a lifesaver, honestly. Right, so the first one is from Dock and Bay, and I'm not sure if anyone's heard of this brand. Probably if you're a traveller you have, but honestly, right, these towels are amazing. You can get ones that aren't branded. So this one's from Dock and Bay, and this is like my beach towel, and this one's just from Go Outdoors, and it's just like a plain one. I think this is like a microfiber one, but they're so amazing. So the Dock and Bay one, which is my beach towel, really thin, so it doesn't weigh a lot. It's massive, it's huge to lie on the beach with, and also it's this material where it really, like, it dries quickly and the sand doesn't stick to it on the beach. There's nothing worse, when you're shaking your towel on the beach and sand is going everywhere. This is just, honestly, it doesn't do that. So again, Dock and Bay, this is called, and they are amazing. Okay, so there's a few other bits that are essential, that I'd say, that I've got in my backpack. So the first is this, which is a dry bag. It's only a little one, but that's all we really need. You can get them in all different sizes, but this one's perfect for what Sam and I need. And in there we've been on a lot of boat trips and things, and it's just really handy to put this in. Either we just take this alone or we put it in our little backpacks. But yeah, all the electronics in there that we don't want to get wet. Then I've got my hair dryer. So I've not actually bought with me any straighteners or anything like that. The only thing I've bought for my hair is my hair dryer. I know you can get like littler ones. This is quite big. It does take up quite a lot of room in my backpack. So yeah, I'd probably recommend, in a lot of places they do have hair dryers like where you stay, but in hostels they often don't, which is where we stayed in Europe. We stayed in a lot of hostels where they didn't have hair dryers or anything, and the place we're staying in now, although it's an apartment, it doesn't have a hair dryer, and I hate having wet hair, so yeah, that's kind of a must for me. But yeah, you can get littler hair dryers, which I'd probably recommend getting. And then whilst we're on the topic of hair, I've just got a mini hairbrush, that's all I've brought, and then my Tangle Teaser, which obviously I use that for when I'm coming out of the shower and my hair's really knotty, and then I literally just have this to brush my hair. And then still on the topic of hair, my hair clip, which has been, oh my god, it's been a godsend. Yeah, like I say, I haven't bought any straighteners or anything because my hair is always a mess, so I never really have it down. I just put it in a claw clip, crocodile clip, whatever they're called. I'll show you my toiletries next, I think. So again, this came with the set of packing cubes from Mountain Warehouse. It's just a little wash bag, and then in there, as you can probably imagine, I've just got deodorant, some cleansing foam, which I'm nearly out of actually, I need to get some more, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, and that's it in that one. And then, so that's like my main wash bag, and then I've got 2 like of these little, I think these were from Boots, but you can get them anywhere, 2 little like drawstring bags with, this one's got, I've got another claw clip in there, and then just a few makeup bits. I don't wear makeup on this trip, but I did on my birthday. It was my birthday in August, so I did wear it then. and it's just nice if I fancy putting on a bit of mascara, which doesn't happen often these days, but yeah, it's nice to have makeup there should I need it. I've also got some skincare in there, some moisturiser and stuff for my face. And then in this one, so I've got some aloe vera, which obviously is really good for putting on if you burn from the sun, to soothe your skin. Some sun cream, which is obviously essential. Some face sun cream. And then I've got a lip balm somewhere in here. Lip care, which is really good because your lips can really dry out in the sun. And then I've got some mosquito repellent, which I did have. This is from Thailand. It smells amazing. We did have, before we came out, we bought some, I think it's called Jungle Formula, which is amazing. Jungle Formula is amazing. It's really, really like strong. It keeps the mosquitoes away for I think like 9 hours. So we just spray it on before we go to bed, and then we don't have to worry about it. Here we've got mosquito nets, so it's a lot better. We haven't used this as much, but I think this is still good, so we've got that. But yeah, we ran out of the Jungle Formula, so and I couldn't find it, so I just bought that, but it still works fine. And then I've got some more lip balm, some Carmex, because again, the sun can really dry it out. I've got some Rescue Remedy for those who suffer with a bit of anxiety will know this is just the best. So yeah, I've got some of that. And then, right, I've got this, which has been an absolute godsend as well. It's Dr. Beckman Travel Wash, Travel on the Go. I've nearly run out, so I need to get some more. But basically, you can just put it in the sink, like put a tiny little amount of it in the sink, and then it if you swirl it around, it turns into bubbles, and then you can wash your clothes in there. It says 20 washes, but I'm sure I've done more than 20 washes with this. We don't usually put all our main, I don't wash everything in the sink, but this is just because sometimes when we don't have our own washing machine, we have to take it to like a laundrette, and I hate giving them my dirty underwear. So I wash it in the sink first, and then they wash it again. And then the last thing in here is this, which is an amazing contraption. It's just like a tiny little portable plug. So I have washed it, it has been in the plug, but I have washed it. It's really good for hostels because you can just, a lot of them, you wouldn't believe it, don't have plugs. So obviously when you're washing your face and stuff, it's really handy to have this, so you can just pop in and then take back out. So yeah, that's really good. So that's all that's in there. And then, what else have I got? So yeah, the next thing, so that's all what I put in my big rucksack. I have got medication as well that goes in there. But other than that, that's it. And then now I'll show you what I put in my little backpack, which stays with me at all times because that has all my valuables in it. So this is my little backpack. It's an Osprey one, and it's got so many different compartments. I'd 100% recommend getting this. Again, I'll link it down below. But it's got I have got a laptop, and it's got a little laptop pouch in the back. Which I put my laptop in there, and then it's got so much room. I'll show you what I put in it and you'll know how much room it's got in because it all fits in. So yeah, I've got my laptop, and then I've got my camera, which I'm using at the moment, but that goes in that bag as well. I'm using to film, so it's not in here, but I've got the lens. I've got 2 lenses for my camera. The lens that I'm using now, which is really, really good for like macro photography, so like if you really close up flowers and stuff. We went to a botanical garden, I think last week, and yeah, that camera was really, really good for taking really close up pictures and getting like really fine detail. It's the Olympus pen camera, that's what it's called. And then we've also got another lens, which is quite heavy, but it's amazing. I'm so glad we brought it. It's worth it. And that's really good for like if you need to zoom in quite far away, that's really good for that. So we usually use this one. Got some headphones, which again are really good. These ones I just got from Amazon, and they charge up really, really, really quickly, and obviously the battery lasts ages, so they're really, really good. And then power bank, which I feel like if you know, you know, is definitely an essential. And we only have one between us. This is the Anchor one. Again, I think it's from Amazon. But yeah, we have one between us because it holds charge so fast. It takes quite a while to charge up, but then it lasts ages. Yeah, it's got 2 ports, so me and Sam can just use it at the same time. It's really handy, especially if we're on, you know, long journeys and we need our phone charging. That's really good. It is quite heavy, but worth it. So we've got these as well, which are little air tags. We've got 2 each, so Sam and I have got 2 each. And I have one in my big rucksack and then one in my little rucksack, and it just gives me a bit of reassurance that when, you know, if we're away from our bags, I can always check it on my phone to make sure that it's still in the place where I left it. So yeah, these are really handy. I'd recommend those. Another thing is obviously the GoPro. We do a lot of filming. We usually do little vlogs and things like that. This is also really good because it's waterproof. It's so good because you can take it in the sea with you and things like that, and when we go swimming or if we have a swimming pool, we can use it in there as well and get some really good footage. I'll put some photos that we got on from Cambodia up on the screen now, because yeah, it's amazing. We wouldn't have got those photos without this, so definitely recommend the GoPro if you like filming and underwater stuff. And you can take them diving as well. I don't know, you have to be careful with the max depth, but yeah, you can take them underwater. So the next thing I've got is my Apple Watch, which I wear all the time. It just keeps a track of like my steps and, you know, all of that kind of stuff, so I love that. My family actually put together and got me this before we went away for travelling, and it's so good because as well you can, when I've got it on my wrist, you can obviously see your notifications without having to have your phone out, so it's really good for that, because I have lost my phone before on a trip. So yeah, it's really, because it was in my pocket and it got pickpocketed out of my pocket, so it's really good to have this obviously on my wrist, and then my phone can be in my bag and I can still see my notifications and reply to them on that, so that's really good. Another thing that we found really useful on this trip is obviously a power adapter. This one's really good. I think we just bought it from a market in Thailand, but yeah, it's basically got all the things that you might need. You can plug your UK plug in there, or there's all different types of plugs that you might need, and there's also got the USB port as well, so that's really handy to have. Also in my little rucksack I've got a padlock, which I forgot to mention, which is really handy if you're in hostels or anything like that where you need to keep your bags secure in your lockers, because a lot of the time they do have the locker but they don't have padlocks to go with it. We're almost at the end, but there's 2 other things. So I've got my reading book, Atomic Habits. I really recommend this book if you haven't read it. It's really good. It's kind of like a self-help book, so if you're interested in that kind of thing, definitely give this a read. It's quite big, so like it's obviously, well, I didn't get it that long ago, but obviously I have to carry it around in my backpack, which is a bit of a pain. So if you do have a Kindle or anything like that and you like reading, definitely take your Kindle, because it's a bit of a nightmare having to carry around books. But I'll probably, once I've read this, I'll probably take it into like a library or whatever and do a book exchange so I can have another one. But yeah, this is a really good book. And then I've got my scrapbook, so well, our scrapbook. It's almost full. It's got so many things in it, so we need to get another one soon, but basically we just put all of our, you know, receipts or tickets or anything like that, maps and stuff like that, in there, so that's really nice to have. But again, it's a bit annoying having to carry it around, but yeah, again, it's worth it, I think. I'd rather have it than not, so that's that. And then obviously I've got my sunglasses. I think these are like Ray-Bons or something. I got them from the beach off a lady that was selling them, but yeah, I love them, they're really nice. And then, and again, I don't worry about, you know, stuff can easily get damaged, so if I just, you know, I didn't take expensive Ray-Bans with me, these are just cheap ones. And then I've got this, which is a little like purse that I put mine and Sam's essential, you know, like documents in there. So it's got our passports in, it's got some cards, it's got vaccination cards in it, it's got all kinds of different things that we can't lose, so this is really important. So yeah, that comes with me in my little rucksack. And then, almost finally, I've got my first aid kit, which I've actually put a few extra things in, obviously on top of all what's normally in a first aid kit. But I've got bite cream in there, which is again another thing that you need to get. And then I've got, yeah, I think that's it in there. I've got this as well. We got this free, we got one each free on one of the aeroplanes that we went on. But I've kept it because it's really, really good. Like if you're on a night bus or anything like that, we've been on quite a few night buses, that's really, really nice to have. And the last thing as well is an umbrella. So Sam and I just keep this with us, usually at all times, because you never know when you're going to get caught out and be stuck in the rain. So yeah, we've got that as well as our waterproofs. So I think that's it for what's in my backpack. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. We do vlog quite often, so yeah, there'll be lots of updates on our channel. Yeah, thank you so much, and I hope this video has given you a bit of inspiration as to what to pack in your rucksack if you're going travelling.